sure. No, I'll just wait here. I'll just wait here.
I'll be fast.
Uh-huh. I'll just wait here for good old Crane Eyes Johnson.
No, I flipped it.
Oh, God. They are trapped by this system.
Oh,
This is peak theme park. They can't leave.
We're all gonna die in here.
I'm having a good time. Hey man, have you seen my gun? It's really cool. The Impalas glued together. Yeah, it's a lot of Impalas.
The silver monkey pendant is hidden in a room. If you can solve 4 puzzles, I'll let you see it, but you have to watch out for the temple guardians because they're high as shit.
How did you know my name? Oh, I see.
All right, and here we are. Howdy, folks.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. Now, I took a little bit of time away, had to go do a thing in another place, and I tuned in live last time just to yell at you. I tuned in from a distance to call you on the phone. I'm sure someone clipped that from last week. Like Tex calls and
Probably.
yells like an old man. I had to because I was horrified. I've lived in some very shitty houses before. And when I saw what was going on, I was, no. I couldn't accept it. It was so wrong. Oh, people are saying Tex is on the quiet side. Well, all right. Not sure how to fix that. I could, I could turn up my gain, but you wouldn't like it. You'd be like, uh-oh. You adjusted some volume stuff. All right. Well, I'm going to tell here's the thing. I was going to tell Chad. I'm sure someone clipped my response last week where all I did was yell at you. I called in to yell at you. Justly, I might add. Justly. Carpet on the fucking walls. I mean, look, stop
It's
giggling.
modern art.
It is not modern art. I just have the idea of like putting your hand on the wall and it's like just got that sponge to it. No. What kind of carpet? Is it like corporate carpet that has no backing so it's really hard?
Oh yeah, 100%. It's like roofing nailed to the wall.
I hate, hate, hate. Mr. Train hate as well. Hate. Why? I don't like it. This just sounds like the nightmare fuel, like Willy Wonka's wide house of fucked up housing compliance studies. Like this is a house that you would see as a training video for home inspections, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd walk in and they'd be like, "Oh, well, as you know, the carpet on the walls is not up to code, and in fact may be dangerous."
Dangerous how?
Well, imagine, all right, You know, they always show that same film on the news
Mm-hmm.
of Christmas every year.
Yeah.
Like every year, and they're like, beware that an untended Christmas tree could result in a fire. And then you see the giant, Christmas tree like burning, and the flames are like wicking the ceiling.
Uh-huh. That was the first oh, what's it called? I can't believe they're ready to rent this out. This is a fucking pigsty.
This is England. They're just glad to have housing. Just glad to have it.
No, the first emergency game, the one that was like 16-bit sprites. Yeah,
They gotta get that Christmas tree fire.
uh second, because the first one's a motorcycle crash in the tutorial, but second scenario is a Christmas tree fire that burns down an apartment if you let it.
So, Christmas tree fires, not that common.
No.
Not horribly common, because we typically don't have
Open
kerosene
flame.
soaked Christmas trees like they do in that video. But it was common once upon a time when people used real trees a lot, because they'd get dry and then burn the house down.
Yeah. Which is why you got to spray them with hairspray.
I had to call in last week because I was just furious. Bionic says, I don't know what Tex is talking about. This is like $1 million home in LA.
That is also true.
It's not wrong, but it doesn't make
depressing.
me happy. Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, it's not technically wrong, but it's fucking depressing. All right, so
I do need to warn you guys that I am having a weather event here. We've received 2.5 inches on top of the 8 to 10 that snowed me out earlier week. Which was an adventure. So I've already had one minor power fluctuation while we were trying to get set up. That's why we were late coming on. And if I disappear suddenly, that's what happened.
it's okay. It'll be all right. Also, the other thing is this house, I don't think a power outage could stop the terror of this home. You know,
Fazbear. WBPL 76 prevents this old shanty.
I just don't like it. This house bothers me in many ways.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Okay. What is up? It looks like you have a missing texture, or you painted something very bright. What have you done?
I'm certain that was painted. Okay.
You need to sell this house. You need to sell this house, because if the government buys this house, I am just going to die inside. You're going to hear it live. You're going to hear it like my crusty soul depart my body.
Yeah, but I have to do good work, Tex. I have to clean up this yard.
You can actually pay the guy to do that.
I'm kind of stingy.
I noticed. I noticed. I noticed that certain economies were made. I noticed that certain economies were deliberately made in the making of this home. I don't think that was accidental. I don't think that you just happened to forget how housing works. I know you're a thrifty individual who knows how to do some home repair. I don't think that this happened on accident.
You don't say.
It's like reading that a master surgeon killed somebody, right? You're just like, oh, that person owed them money or something.
Yeah, and the knocker and the mail slaughter on the inside.
Why?
Because that's the way it went on, and I'm not fixing it now. Every third time I open that door, I accidentally grab it out of its frame.
I mean, that's impressive. If I had a general contractor who could pull a door out of its frame with one hand, I wouldn't ask them to do any corrections either. I'd be like, no, you're good. Get out of here.
I can take care of it.
I can take care of it. Please don't destroy me. You know,
It's
I
so
would
it doesn't
ask
get
very-
stolen. Yeah.
I
wonder if they'll take that.
Who goes around stealing fucking door knockers?
I don't know. Scrap value of price might be through the roof of brass.
You're like, the door knocker bandit.
Gotta announce yourself to the outside world.
So you're like, ding ding, I'm coming out. I'm fabulous.
Hello world, I'm your problem now.
No shit.
Yep, no,
So-
the house does have electricity, sorry.
All right, so you've got.
Depp steals them. That's a good point.
This is so fucked up. I mean, so you've got the zigzag fucked up walkway that's made out of pisscrete.
Yeah,
You've got a
I wasn't gonna
slab.
re-pour all that.
You have a slab that's just made out of like busted ass concrete. That this looks like somebody smashed it with a sledgehammer for some reason, right? Just for some reason,
Yeah.
not any reason we can discern, but a reason. Somebody decided to just smash the slab outside. Piles of building material. I hate it.
Yep, floating mortar. I'm not taking care of the mortar. The renter or the new landowner can deal with that.
So you're gonna sell this house. How
Yeah.
much money do you have?
Oh God, I don't know. A little over 100.
Jason Merrill says after what 5 or 6 sessions this house is finished. You mean months? This was months of hard work. Imagine if you heard, oh, it's gonna be months until our new home is ready, and you're like, well, at least it'll be nice. And then you see this.
I think
Like,
it
you
was.
walk up.
I think it was harder to do it this way than it was to just finish the house we were given.
Yes, this is harder in every way. You sawed a perfectly good house apart.
Perfectly good. You saw that thing, Tex.
All right, look. How about you just walk people through the house? Let's get that
Hold on.
walk-in
Let
experience.
me collect my tools.
Oh yes, the tools which you use responsibly. I'm really alarmed at this house that someone's gonna live in it.
Yeah.
So let's do a, you know, like lifestyles of the rich and famous, and just walk people through your crib.
Oh, hold
And
on. I'm
let's see
pouring
what-
this concrete yard.
You're pouring the concrete in the yard.
I don't need it
Okay.
anymore.
I just imagine Bob Vila going like, if you don't need concrete anymore, just pour it in the yard.
Yeah, it's like
You
those
know?
old, American Scientific articles where they tell you to dig a 6-inch hole, fill it with gravel, and then pour your oil in, and you never have to worry about it again.
That's true. That's true. Once upon a time, they said a lot of dumbass shit. Oh, Night Owl, I've said you don't need to clean up manually.
Uh-huh.
I've said that. Dev's like, it'll save some money.
Yeah, it will. Puddle. 23
Puddle.
hours till the puddle sets.
Yes, I need to set up. I gotta wait for my puddle to set up.
Now we're gonna sell it with a wet puddle. The tenants can deal with that.
It's exciting. They can put their hands in it and mark time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hate
You
this
know,
house.
you can write your name in it like people do on concrete slabs. Become a permanent mark of this stain upon.
I
housing.
think it's very. I think it's very reassuring that I know that this house is in no way permanent. A strong, like if your neighbor slammed their door too hard, that house would come down.
You think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's no way in Christ that house is gonna be good. That house is just gonna burn itself down and on its own. People are gonna be like, "What happened to that house?" And someone's like, "Oh, they plugged in a nightlight." They plugged in a nightlight, as you know. That that caused a serious issue.
So yeah, here you are. You're coming down the lane,
Right.
and the house begins to come around the corner. And the first thing you see is 4 different colors of brick and 3
Right.
different colors of stucco wall that I can't paint.
I hate it. Ugh.
You get closer because it got inexplicably foggy as you rounded the corner.
Yes.
You notice that the mail slot comes this way, so to get the mail in, the mailman has to like peel it up with his fingers by jamming them under the edge. He's got to get like a screwdriver under there.
He brings a screwdriver with him on his route for this house.
There's a little bit of roofing material that is sticking through the shingles, and that's
Right.
not important.
Yes.
There's of course some abandoned brickwork from what appears to be the footprint of a previous much larger house. There's the concrete puddle. The yard is just non-existent. It's a mud pit. You walk down the zigzag entryway, knock,
Yeah. Oh my
and
god.
open the door to find a
what-
brass knocker on your left, a
What?
shower,
Oh.
a coffee table with a desk lamp next to the shower.
So wait, the shower and the tile are in the center walkway
Yeah.
as you come in.
It's gonna be wet and muddy.
Oh my god. I
And
hate
it's-
your logic. I mean, I
Look,
can hear
it's-
this.
It's got little ships on it.
Oh, right.
It's nautical themed.
Okay.
The accent wall to your right here is
Accent wall.
is the
The accent-
most garish bright pink that I could buy.
That's
Uh,
saying something.
There's
Right.
no insulation, so the mismatched brick and stucco are visible on the interior of the house. There is a moist piece of carpet across from the shower where you dry your hands, I guess. You turn into the living bedroom and turn on the light. You've got your your chest of drawers and upright closet here. You've got it.
What is what? Okay, I
You've-
see the wall carpet.
You've
but
got
what
a
is
carpet headboard.
a carpet headboard. So
Uh-huh.
you could eat like Cheetos in bed and clean your hand.
And you have a console TV perched precariously on a shelf that's much too small for it, facing the
No.
wall.
Ugh. Ugh. I don't like that. That just ugh. I don't like that at all.
But this window, I believe, this window does go outward. Then you enter the kitchen, which is heavily carpeted. You find that you can enjoy
No.
breakfast while you take care of your morning, maintenance.
Ugh.
You don't even have to leave this chair to wash dishes or cook food. The door clips through the stove, so I assume it's actually
Why?
stopping at like a 45. So
Ugh.
only your kids can get things on the far right.
It's just why the shitter in the kitchen just gonna float her. Oh yes, don't want to knock the table over. That would ruin it.
It really does. We don't want it to look like something has gone on here.
All right, nothing on
This cabinet is green because that's the color that chat chose to match the window that swings inward.
Why?
Because I never turned it around.
You were like, these screws are in good enough.
Yep. And then this door swings inward because that's the least convenient way I could have put it in. I think it swung outward before I grabbed it accidentally out of the frame. There's also some gaps in the brickwork, but they don't seem real worried about that, so I'm not either. I mean, it doesn't mean anything that you can see light inside, right?
I have no words. This is
We'll
just
stuff that with
unpleasant.
cork or something.
Cork. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Rent this house. I want to see what you get for it.
Okay.
I want to see the game melt its brain. I really want to see people lose their mind as this house is just populated. I'm really worried for whoever moves in.
It's compact for your convenience. Exactly.
Compact for your convenience? Again, I have like no words. I'm actually horrified here. I just don't like it on a lot of levels.
It's a house that Piss Creek built.
No, just shut. Oh, God. This just, my God. This is I'm still having trouble over the entryway and shower. Like you have the delivery guy come over and you're just sitting there naked. Like, what's going on? I don't like it. I really don't like it. I'm kind of horrified that you've built this house. Oh, God, you're going to get tenants. This seems unjust. This seems very unjust, actually.
It doesn't give a value. Unless it's property-based value. Does that mean that there's a minimum that this property is worth, regardless of...
It says flat rate, no thrills. They'll buy your property off you for market value. Yeah. You can just sell your house.
Oh. Jesus Christ.
That's a lot of money.
I could build a hell of a house with that.
I do not think you could.
I built this one with about 1,000.
You stole about 1,000. You didn't build anything. You were just like, oh, look at that. You probably put $400 into this. I would say get some tenants for a while. Let's do that. Get some tenants for a while. But you can go into their services and you can purchase. You can do all sorts of things. Yeah, like bulldoze the plot. Do not do that with people there, you monster. You can do construction services. Yeah, the silos right there. You can buy whole silos of that site next door, and they'll be filled with infinite everything.
Okay. Unique shingled exterior. Upper walls, some graffiti in need of TLC.
Yeah, it'd be like $12 million.
2 up, 2 down. Does that mean this has a basement?
I think so. I don't know. Lower level brickwork face in need of serious work. I mean, this seems, I don't know. Look, here's what I'm going to say. Buy those silos when you get some money. And then you have infinite materials to build with, like concrete and everything else.
$5.30 rent a day.
£5.30.
All right.
I'd say just get your tenants in.
Yeah, I've got to
And
wait for the applications to come in the mail, I guess.
yeah, they show up in the mail because people just are like, please, I would like to purchase an opportunity to stay a few days in this house. And then you just get your money. The guy gets you the money. Like, he gets you the money for them.
Okay.
No big deal. And then you have to fix it once they leave. Once they leave, you have to do any repairs, which, my God, that's going to be horrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the silos are pretty handy, though. Did you just get hit by a car?
Yep.
All right, time to go to the pub.
Yep.
I can show you how to make some money at the pub if you want.
Sure.
All right, let's go to the one-armed bandit. Chippy showed me how to do this. He says you got to play the bandit. All right.
How to play the bandit.
Got to play the bandit. There you go. All right, put in a pound upper right. There you go. Yeah, put in a few. Put in a few. All right. So what you do is you hit on the lower right. You hit your roll your things, right? Yeah, start spinning. Now you can hold 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So hold 2, hold those 2 guys there, and hit the button again on the right. See if you get the third one. Okay, cool. Now, here's the thing. There's a number in the center. There's a number in the center. Scroll. There you go. See that number? You have to decide whether the next number is going to be higher or lower than 3. So that's what those 2 flashing numbers in front of you. Not that. That's your collect. That's just I won out. But you can now is where it gets exciting. So see where it says high and low?
Yeah.
And there's 2 flashing numbers below where it says high or low. Is the next number going to be higher or lower than a 3? I think it's going to be higher than a 3.
Yeah. How high does it go?
9.
Okay.
Oh, you lost.
And that's gambling.
Yep. All right. Do it again. All right. Uh-huh. Oh, you have to press it when the light is on. There's a timing bit, they say.
Oh. Okay.
Well, we're learning.
That
I've watched
sucks.
Chippy play. Like, we're gambling. All right. So, now you got to get 3 of a kind first, and then you move into the thing. And you can end up making a jackpot, which is several hundred money. Oh, God. This is going to end up being a disaster.
Yep.
Ah. Ooh. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. There you go.
5. So even split.
Yeah, try it. There you go. Now look, you got £2 back if you wanted to cash out now.
Oh.
Damn. But yeah, you can just walk away after making £2 and then just leave. But you can also make pretty big money. I saw Chippy win the jackpot like 3 or 4 times. It's not that difficult. It's not like video poker or anything where your chances are astronomical.
Okay.
All right, it says you have £1 left, so let's play it and see what happens. Oh, shit. That's lucky. All right, high-low. You seem to be unlucky. You seem to be in a spot of bother. You lose. You didn't get all 3. Oh. All right, now go high. Wow. This game hates you. All right, now that we've gambled a bit, I think it's time to smoke and drink, yes?
I suppose. The Rangers
Man,
came
this
through the
real...
roof.
Yeah, man, they must have had you doing the roof. Oh, this is bad.
As I am a landlord, I'm going to have a pint of Landlord Super.
As you are a landlord.
As I am now a landlord.
You are now me landlord. I watched Chippy do this like a real northerner, where he would come in here and drink like 5 of those and then go back to work. Oh, Chippy also showed you can eat hot food here. You don't have to eat just the snacks.
Oh. You can?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you how. Talk to the lady. All right, say, what are you serving? Look, see how there's the menu board on the left?
Oh!
Steak and ale pie? Yeah. You just say you want some of that. That's the biggest bang for the buck with food.
Alright. I gotta go piss on something now.
Go outside. Please don't piss indoors.
Hmm.
Are you going to go home and use your house?
No. Well, yes, but no.
Yes, but no. What does that mean?
I have to mark it as finished.
Oh, I dislike how you phrase that. Mark it as finished. I don't like this. It's not good. This house is something that I think would have a reputation in the local area. They would just be like, oh, that house? And then they'd all laugh, right?
Yeah, probably.
They'd be like, oh, yeah, that one.
Did I just stain the door with urine?
I don't know. I remember the first time you played this, you pissed so hard in your own, you pissed so hard in your own camper that it was so foul that it left a stain on the side of it on the outside. I remember that.
Yeah.
That was horrifying.
Yeah, I appear to have left a stain in midair.
Oh. Ugh. Ugh. All right, well, time to use the shower and then check some tenants in here.
Uh-huh.
This is disgusting. You have done terrible things to this property. Please don't. The house. Oh God, what now?
Hmm. I mean, they're all under half negligent.
Under half? I mean, that seems normal. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This seems really bad. Okay. What? How much are they gonna give you?
More than I make washing dishes.
I don't like this. Ugh. This seems like a really terrible house. I've seen houses like this for sale, though. I have. Oh my God.
Oh, hey, here's all the stuff that, Fell behind the...
Oh, think of all the money you can make now. It's a time of limitless opportunity. Bionic says you can see the piss stain from a distance, and indeed you can. I've been trying not to look at it.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you can.
Why? Por qué?
Looks like Puddle has set.
Ah, excellent. Just let it be. All right, is this person in their house yet?
No, it doesn't appear so.
You're just gonna leer in and be like, "Where's my money?"
Yep.
I mean, oh my god. You're just breathing on the glass.
No, they're not in there yet.
Oh, yeah, they must have run away when they saw it. They probably were like, "Fuck that."
44% negligence, I'm sure. Sure he'll have a good...
You just breathe on the glass and this is horrifying. Why does this house exist? I don't like it.
Oh my god, I can steal my own shit.
You're just gonna steal your own stuff? Well, you can take that out and actually put that in the house, I guess. Maybe that's why that's there. Please God, let that be the reason. Please don't let it be just like it's there to make money. That would upset me. Be like, all right, I don't need this. It serves no purpose. I eat at the pub now.
Yep.
It's that pub living, you know? Jesus fuck.
I stole my own ceiling light.
What are you gonna do with it?
Nothing right now. But the fact that I can is objectively hilarious.
It's bothersome, is the phrase.
Yeah, there we go. Good for you.
I just...
Oh, those are curtains. Those have screws on them. I can take that.
Oh no. Ignore any of the sounds you hear at night coming from the trash cans. It's not raccoons, it's the guy who built your house. That sounds pretty bad.
Oh shit, there's somebody over there.
Oh yeah, that's the lady. She sells stuff. You can have some if you want. Leek and potato pie actually sounds really good. That sounds really nice, actually. Just eat as much as you can, I guess. This seems bad.
So that is probably why she only opens at noon at the bar.
Well, she comes over here to support your hungover ass, right?
Something like that.
Like this is her side business, is selling stuff to you.
So the properties that I was looking at and could have bought, where are they at? Are they all like along this stretch, or does the caravan move with me?
I don't know. I've not seen how this mechanic plays out, so we're gonna be exploring. I think you can only have one property though, and I think it might just move it to that lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hidden Boss says I think they just replaced the house. Oh, it's all in the same plot. Okay.
Ah, okay.
So you look out and see your landlord farming the couch cushions, you know, outside. Just farming those for personal use. It's a good harvest this year.
An alarming number of child's gloves.
Yeah, that I didn't want to point that out, but yes, that is an alarming thing.
That looks like a grave.
Don't, please, please. I'm asking you, don't. Please don't become a grave robber, okay? Just please. I would rather you not just steal everybody's things. I have enough problems watching Captain Obvious play the Kingdom Come Deliverance. That is insane. People are like, oh, it's Inri, and then you watch like Captain Obvious come in and just like eat all the food in the house before he talks to people. You know, just some medieval peasant wandering in from off the street, just like, oh, hello, I'm a person, and then eats 10 pounds of beans.
The 10 pounds that were supposed to get you through winter.
Well, he will go into other people's houses, so he just, you know, he's like, I am a king, and then eats all their beans. Kingdom beans deliverance.
Isn't he a
That's what they
deposed
do.
king, though?
No, no, no. In the game, you're not a deposed anything. You're just a peasant. You can learn to read.
Ah.
It's actually a game mechanic. That would be not a bad game to play on stream, actually. Just because it would be funny.
Left boot and right boot.
Kingdom Depth Deliverance. I don't know. We need to play
Deptum
Deus
com.
Ex. Oh God, we do need to play Deus Ex. We
We
need
do.
to play a few other games. But would chat like to watch Dep play Kingdom Come Deliverance and explore a fairly historically realistic Bohemian kingdom? I would watch that. I know Neff played it on WBPL 76 and did a very good job, but I know that Depp's specialty is not medieval anything. So I would love to watch Fish Out of Water picks fist fights with people, which you can do. You can fight lots of people, in fact.
Well, you know, we wouldn't fight so often if we weren't so bored.
That's, it sounds not great. I'm just gonna say this. I think
Is
that
that a
you're.
functional toilet?
Oh my god. Why are you just. Alright, yeah, let's just have that.
And a
Never
sink.
mind that it's. Are you just. Oh my god. You're just like, look at all these wondrous treasures. We live in
Look
a
at 'em,
land of
though.
opportunity. We have been blessed.
The American dream is finding a functional toilet by the side of the pier.
What happened to the American dream? I'm kind of alarmed that's the definition now. Ah yes, the toilet pier dream. I too share this dream of a shitter in every house.
After seeing this, I'm sure Depp would do Psycho Killer in either option.
I think that's not untrue. You can do a lot in Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like if you walk around at night, turns out most people sleep at night, and you can just rob them. You can just break into their house because there's not a lot of locked doors in medieval Europe. Not a lot of locked doors at all.
No. A chicken in every pot and a shitter in every house.
Please don't. Please. I'm worried about this house. I mean, your tenants have to see this play out. They look through the window and they're like, oh.
Every man a king with his own throne.
This is not going to end well. I'm just saying this is not going to end well. I'm going to keep repeating that until you understand. Like this, I cannot believe they let you rent this house. It's not a
I
house.
wonder how small it would have to be for them to not let me rent it.
You would have to figure out how to get all the things in one room, right? Like that would be the
Yep.
way to do
All the
this.
minimum requirements in one room, which is probably not much smaller than what I have.
Yeah, just be like, oh yeah, this is open floor plan. I once saw a house that boasted open floor plan, and it was a barn, like just a unmodified barn, and they were like open floor plan home. I was like, that's a barn. I know the housing market's tight, but Jesus Christ,
Technically, I have a barn house. I think
your house is normal.
my house is normal. My house is very normal.
It has normal house things. It was like this one was just a barn. It had barn doors on it.
Actually, there is one of those near me. That's a gable or gambrel barn conversion.
This wasn't a conversion. This was just a fucking barn. Like when I say barn house, I mean it. Like this was a just full on barn.
I think it might have been the other way, but nope, no, it
Oh,
wasn't.
no, here we go. Here we go. We got ourselves.
I scratched that up a little bit.
Oh well, it'll still make money. Enough money to
See where
gamble
I'm
with.
going.
Enough money to gamble with, says the troubled man. I really don't like this house.
You don't?
I think that this house is something that this is like what I imagine the houses look like if we had a show where it was like we've come and fix your house after a disaster, because they have a lot of shows like that.
Yeah. And then they add like 1,500 square feet. The family can't afford the
Yeah.
tax payment on it anymore and has to leave.
Yeah, but this would be if we did it. So it's just like, oh yeah, we added a yard. And they're like, what? And it's just painted concrete. Oh yes, let's put this in the safe spot on the roof.
That'll
Oh,
be fine.
what if cars need to come through? Not today.
I don't.
Don't worry about it. That's what we say. We say not today. It's
He
not
moved in yet?
allowed. Just peering through the window. I think it might need to be a day before they move in.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they saw it from the road and they were like, fuck this. They said, I will live under the bridge.
Well, that's probably reasonable. Does the grass ever grow back?
I hope that well, first of all, I don't think it will. Mainly because of the extreme amount of concrete and other stuff you've just poured in the yard. I think that is, I think nature may not heal in this case. I think this may be a case of like nature loses. You laugh, but I think that's true. I think this is a case of like nature loses. You fucked it up.
Did I really though?
Did I really though? I
don't know
well,
about that.
Considering that gravity has failed, I think perhaps this is not good. I mean, gravity failed. Gravity literally gave the fuck up. Gravity was there and it said no. How does that happen?
With determination. It's not small. It's not dingy. It is excellent starter home for
A
an
starter
individual
home.
on a budget.
A starter home. Start of what? Like a drinking binge? Like what is this? Under what circumstance would you? How would you market this house? A starter? You are forbidden from saying starter home.
But that's what every housing listing says.
I know. Let's try to use new ones. Let's try. Okay.
Okay. Very efficient with space. Priced.
Very.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Priced lower than the average home in the market.
The problem is everything you're saying I could see on a brochure.
Let's
Like I
see.
could see that.
New roof.
New roof. Okay, Kathy says rustic bungalow on a beautiful lot. Full
Yeah.
amenities. See, chat knows how to write these.
Oh yeah,
Unique
yeah,
living
yeah.
experience in a very rural setting with colorful characters. Milio Incorporated. Where's the other half of the house? Don't worry about it.
Oh, some of it's still there. I didn't clean up all the detritus. Yeah, look at
Yeah.
all that patio space.
Look at all that patio space.
Um, big yard for the kids and the dogs.
Figure for the kids. Easy access shower. Disability friendly shower.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Handyman's dream.
Oh, that's a bad one.
Excellent barbecue opportunities. Comes with a free puddle.
Free puddle.
Bespoke design, artisanally crafted. Yeah, this is not like all the other houses on the block. You know, no cookie cutter housing here.
Lavinian 762. The other half of the house is the savings. Ow. Why?
Close
Why?
relationship with superintendent. Says he's in a caravan on your lot.
On lot maintenance worker.
Yeah, yeah, on-site maintenance worker. Unique
Yeah.
fragrance design during hot summer months.
Yeah, the hot piss smell is gonna carry. Oh my
Discount
God.
Dania. You need a house, a moderately sized shed with wall carpets, all natural concrete from natural sources. Just give me your money.
This seems wrong because
I'm dying to know what the square footage is. That's an excellent question.
more than two.
Oh shit,
Oh,
he's
shit.
in here.
Wow. Yeah, say goodbye. You can kick him out at any time, but I just say let him stay there until he can't, and then you can keep the money.
He's going for a little sit down on the floor.
Oh, he had to sit down on the floor?
I don't think.
Psyduck says, I think he's dead.
No, he's not dead.
He's just having to sit down on the floor.
Yeah, he may not be able to get in that seat.
He's having a good time.
Looks like everything's being taken care of in there, so I'm going to bed.
I really don't like this. This just doesn't seem right. This house seems evil.
He's not dead. He just wishes he was.
You're not wrong.
I got 89 cents.
That's how much he paid you?
No,
Oh.
that's yeah. How do I get my money?
You get it in the mail.
Oh,
It shows up.
I think it was after midnight, so it popped him in.
I just can't believe that this horrible creature is just sitting in the doorway because there's nowhere else to go in that house.
No, there's
There's
not.
literally, there's no place else to be. He has to sit exactly where he is. And he just has to embrace that. That's horrible. It's really bad.
Oh. Hey, thank you,
Inter-
Lavinian.
Yeah, $6.90. Good God, this is
How
this is
far away
absolutely.
can you see his
Ugh.
feet sticking through the door from?
His feet are sticking through the piss stain. The piss
So you
stain.
can still see him from here.
Ah, yes, the unimpeded view of the
Hmm.
lout. Add that to the brochure.
Yep, it's still there.
Your home will be a real conversation piece. Yeah, that's no shit. This house is really alarming.
So there, that's probably about the furthest away that I can get any view of the feet. It's pretty far.
Somebody clip that. That's the furthest I can go before I see the feet. Sounds of disgust.
See what he's doing with the house. I mean, if he's stuck in the door, he can't break anything, I suppose.
That's fair. If he's stuck in the door, he can't break anything. I mean, true. If you trap the man beyond space and time, he cannot endanger your property. Fun facts, right?
Yeah, landlord tips with Dep.
If you trap them in the entryway, they cannot harm you. I really don't like this. This is just insanity. This is not normal at all. I think that this whole house is haram. I don't like it.
Fair enough. Oh, is this supposed to be like my workspace?
I Yeah, this is your work site. This is where the silos go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the silos go. The silos go there.
That doesn't seem like something I'm really going to use.
Well, that's where you can get endless good materials. If that was ever interesting to you, endless good materials. So
Wait, did
it's
he?
very cost effective because it's one time.
How?
What? Oh my God, he did that. That guy did that. What a bad man. Why did you let him do that, Deb? I'm here to repair the property. Holy shit. Look at all that money. Look at all that money. That is not right. What you're doing is immoral and you know it.
Yeah, probably. Let's go to the pub.
You're like, yeah, whatever. Time to pound some beers.
Can you build a second house on the lot? I mean, I can build a second structure. I don't think I can get a second tenant.
No, I think you're limited to one at a time.
The man had to get into the house somehow. I don't know how to spell it, but I don't know who stole more copper wiring, me or Crowbon.
Crowbon. The copper allows you to find things. It is where the humans keep their materials. I'm just saying this. I really think that this house is just a nightmare. Like this house really bothers me on some level. I don't think.
There we go.
I don't think that the house is evil, but I think that it certainly has that potential.
Mm. I think the house is exactly what it needs to be.
Oh. Exactly what it needs to be. What are you saying that there is a
Go get
dimension
on
in which?
welfare.
Oh yeah, get off welfare. Now that you've built a whole house, you're like, I built a whole house. I better be not disabled before the money starts coming, and I don't want to go to jail again.
Oh no, I was going to go on welfare because I don't think landlord's a job.
What? Uh, that's too good. You're just like, well, I'm not working.
I'm not.
I just own stuff.
It's passive income. It's like SSI.
I don't think they see it that way.
I don't think they do either.
I think they're gonna be like straight to jail. I think that's the words that are gonna come out of their mouth. Is they're gonna be like straight to jail. You're like you're just being mean. They're like jail. They're not gonna like this. This whole thing is evil. I can't believe you're charging money for this house. I mean, I'm not trying to bitch the whole time, but I also can't believe that guy knocked a hole in the fucking corner of the roof. Like, what was he doing?
It was the corner I was worried about too.
Why are you worried about the corner?
Because the paint fell off.
Ah, that's fair. I'm just saying that I would be worried about this house, but just because it's standing and in defiance of, like, you know, God and good reason. This house doesn't look right. Why is she saying out with you? What did you do?
I tried to grab the doorknob and I threw the bottle on the ground.
Well, now you're going to have to go piss somewhere else. She's going to throw you out.
I drank a whole bottle of rum.
Good God. Going in there drinking like the founding fathers.
Time for my
pocket beer?
Pocket beer.
Ah, yes. Pocket beer from the makers of Poor Decisions. Yo ho ho and a bottle of dumb. This is just, ugh.
It won't let me drink it. Actually, it won't leave my hand. Have I forgotten how to hold and grab?
I think you got into a point where you're supposed to. I think you glitched the game.
Well, let's take a drunken bus ride. Yeah, did you just chug a bottle of rum? I did.
Yeah, that's what you do. Now you have beer stuck to your hand.
I do. I've got beer hand.
It seems like some sort of commercial. Do you have beer hand?
Let's go find that unmarked grave.
Why?
Because I've got to know.
Oh no. I'm starting to get worried here. Why? What happened?
I don't know. I still have beer hand.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, beer hand is a very dangerous disease.
Shovel, shovel, shovel. Alright, I now have my shovel. I think I grabbed my zipper instead of my shovel.
It's alright. I think that you can't do any more evil.
It's not letting me dig, so
I think you broke the game.
I think I did as well.
Make sure to mute yourself. Well, there we go. Good old beer hand. I'm just going to let chat know that watching this house expand over the course of 6 months has been alarming in every which way. This is just oh my god. Like I've seen people fuck around in Landlord Super. I mean, Mike is the actual inventor of Piss Crate. Yeah, the house is actually contracted, I should say. The efforts have been expansive. The house itself, not so much. This whole venture has been terrifying to be a party to, and I cannot. It's bad. It's bad in every way I could imagine. I feel like an accomplice. You're right, Psyduck. I feel like I've been here for some serious crime. I'm not saying I regret it. I'm just saying I feel like I feel like I definitely helped do bad people things. I don't feel like I was a good person throughout this. Even though I spoke out in favor of I spoke out in favor of doing smart things. I feel that I was overruled by madness. Oh,
I
Dep,
I
you're
am
back.
hiccuping so hard that it is moving me across the map.
Excellent. Excellent. You've done your job. I
I
think you may need to restart because your hand is now.
I think I need a hospital.
Yeah, you're. I just horrifying. You're just giggling because this man is now a. You've turned.
It's
him
almost
into,
like he chugged a bottle of rum.
He's like Harry Dubois. It's basically what he's become. He's Harry Dubois, landlord.
Yep. That was a strong chunk of concrete.
Oh, it broke. Wow. This is madness.
Still giving me money.
So what, you're just gonna say because you got the money you're fine?
Yeah, let's see what else he's broken.
Oh my god. This is the devil. I'm just watching this happen and I'm like, why? This is not sane or just. This seems just in every which way horrible. It's
Everything
great,
looks
but
fine
it's
except for the concrete and the wall.
corner of the house. Yeah, I think that almost everything else is okay.
And look, I'm sober enough to balance on this wall.
That's not. If you were a cop and you heard that, I'm sober enough to balance on this wall, would you let that person go?
No, we'd be having a conversation.
They just say that, without being invited. I'm sober enough to balance on this wall. And you're like, please come with me. Oh my god. You have made Harry Dubois. There's no other way to describe this character.
Sticky red stain on the counter. Lick it.
This isn't right.
So, yeah, I think other than waiting for that guy to get out of there and then selling the house, there's not much more to be done.
Well, I mean, you could build another one, but I'm kind of hesitant to ask you to do that because it seems like that would be a bad idea. I think that your continued building of this home is just inviting disaster. In fact, this house
Kimmy
is just
Crack,
inviting.
Norman Foot, or Karen
Uh-huh.
Scabson?
Oh.
Norman Foot appears to be the high dollar man this time.
Norman Foot.
Yep, Stormin' Norman Foot.
Norman Foot. I just
Oh, he stole a piece of carpet.
what?
And he punched holes in this carpet.
What did
That's
this guy
mud.
do? Do you think he was really mad at the house?
Oh, and he stole that carpet.
Do you think he suddenly found himself in this house and he just had like a really angry time?
He
You
told
know?
me he was perfectly satisfied. Also, the stain did not go away when I pissed next, because I pissed on the door of the pub.
Oh, that's right.
Mr. Foot.
Mr. Foot.
Oh no, hopped into a Dark Tide match with a veteran named Alan Wake.
That sounds pretty good.
I cannot put away the beer. I cannot drink it either. It is just part of me now. A permanent fixture of my character. Like, Norm in his postal uniform on Cheers. That was his name, right?
Yeah. I again I feel very poorly for the state of this house and all who live in it, but you're just running around town with a beer stuck in your hand, which is, next level. Maybe restart the game. I'm just thinking. Just an idea.
I only took $100 off my value.
What? What just happened?
I just sold it.
You just sold that house.
Mm-hmm.
So now what are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Well, you could go to the pub and drink it all away.
Wait, what did he say about evicting evil squatters? Oh, evict squatters. Not evil squatters.
I was gonna say evil squatters. Yeah, just go ahead and buy a house.
I'm
you
paying
gonna
off my
pay it
loan.
off? You're paying it off?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Now, the chat's saying you can build one from scratch, but please don't. Wait, you're gonna choose the retire option?
I honestly think that this is the end of this character's arc.
His arc. Build tiny corner of house. Pay off retirement home.
Yep.
That's horrifying. Your character is a blight upon society.
Yes, I am. But now I'm a blight upon the retirement village.
I don't like it. I don't like how easy that was. That seems wrong.
That does seem wrong, doesn't it?
But it is what it is, right?
Maybe I'll leave $100 on the loan and build one more house.
$100 on the loan and build one more house.
Yeah. The problem is, I think... There. Yep. 22 pounds left on the loan. Well, shit, but I've got this beer in my hand.
You got that beer disease.
I do have the beer disease.
You're a real landlord now. I just can't believe you pulled it off. You thought his $1,000 house is bad? Wait till you see the $100 house. Yeah, you can get like perfect everything and then build a super house and make real money. Against the will of all that is good and decent. This just doesn't seem right. Yeah, like get the standard material drums and then you can, build your own horrible thing. Have it all handed over to the construction site and be a monster. Be the monster we know you are. Good Lord.
I don't intend to need any mortar on this one. I'm not going to do any brickwork.
You're like, I don't need any mortar. This house can whistle. I like a house that has a good whistle to it. That's how you know it's a good house.
Alright.
I don't like this. This house is fucked. This house is just so you sold the demon home. And now you're like, you know what? I didn't fuck with fate enough.
Yeah. We're gonna build a nice ass house. Yeah, I'm already retired. I'm making bad houses for fun now. I'm curious how long it will take Depp to figure out how to get the concrete into the buckets. Oh.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, the stain's still there. That's nice.
Oh God. Wait, are any of the other floating problems there?
No, it wiped it clean. I sold the house. That includes everything between these four walls.
You sold the sin.
I sold the sin away. Time to make some more.
Oh my God. It's just gonna get worse, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Why am I alarmed already? Okay, so what is your building plan for this house? What speaks to you?
I'm going
what calls your name?
I'm going to try to build a tenement block.
Okay, you're gonna try to build a tenement block.
Yep. I wonder how the scaffolding works. Oh, another phone call.
All right, sounds like a winner. So here's my issue with this house, and this is just my issue. Is this house is not yet made, but I know it's going to upset me. It's it's a house that is incomplete, but I feel that Def is going to make a giant square and going to put people in the giant square, right? That's how this is going to end. It's going to be a giant square, and then there's going to be people in the giant square, and that's fine. But I think that it's going to end up being just nothing but concrete. It's going to be a bunker. It's not going to be a house, and the game will be like, "Ah, oh, you done a good job," and the game will clap and applaud. It will just do that. It will say, "Good job, Dep," and I will say, "Not good job." I I'm alarmed. That's fine, but it seems problematic to say the least. Okay. So this is gonna be let's all right, chat, let's take some odds. Let's take some odds and see what people think. What do people think is gonna happen? Let's see how right and wrong you are, okay? What do you think is going to happen here? What do you think will transpire? Because I guarantee it's gonna be worse than you think. I mean, I think it's gonna be a lot more difficult than, well, I don't know. I wonder what people think. People are starting to come up with some ideas like, oh, it's going to be like something from RimWorld. And it's like, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
How does scaffolding actually work?
That's a great question. I was asking chat what they think your future Doom bunker is going to look like.
Oh, my brutalist masterpiece.
I just imagine that song by the band when I sing my masterpiece. Come on. You know? Or when I build my masterpiece, I imagine that in my head. That's going to come on. And then your house is just going to slowly unfold into this nightmare. It's going to be bad.
It will. I'm to stand here with a beer and wait on the truck.
You're like, I only work with beers in my hand.
You know, if I went into the bar, I could get a second beer in my hand and have beerception.
I am really bothered that that's where that went. Beerception. All right.
Here it is. Hey, brother, I'm made of money, so will you unload this for me?
You're just gonna say, oh, I got beer hand. I can't do that.
All right.
I got that beer hand.
It's beer hand o'clock, brother.
I don't like. All right, let's just make it happen. Let's see what happens. What's the worst that could happen, right? Like, what is functionally, how bad could it be? Surely it won't end in disaster, right?
Oh, yeah, no, you'd think not. God, that's as big as we can make the foundation frame.
Well, I mean, can you pay the guy to pour a slab for you?
I think I can only pay him to fill frames that I've already set up.
Oh, well, that's fair. I mean, you could just build a very small house. That could be funny. Please don't make Depcrete. I'm asking nicely.
Oh, no, I bought the standard. I'm going to do the standard.
Uh,
Okay. Where did that one come from?
where did what one come from?
That.
Oh, oh, that's a good one. What's going on here?
I don't think it likes me already.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just beer hand at work.
It might
Have
be
you
beer hand
considered?
at work.
It might be beer hand. It could be. It could be beard hand. I mean, beard hand. That sounds like an even worse disease. What do you have? I have beard hand. The fuck does that mean?
Somehow, I don't think that they did this for that first house.
What this?
Yeah.
It's possible.
It seems like the slabs that I was breaking up were bigger than this, is what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, indeed. Maybe that's just the starter one. Like the dev did it and said, "I will be the best concrete man, and no one else will be." Right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like the dev had to put their foot down and be like, "I will be the concrete person. No one
They
else
call
will
me
equal."
they call me Mr. Concrete.
Baby. They call me Concrete Baby. That is my nickname in the streets and in the sheets. Concrete Baby. That sounds insane enough to be real, right?
That does.
Watching Chippy play this game makes me feel bad.
Why?
Because he's really good at it.
Oh, he's really good at it.
Yeah, like it makes me feel incompetent. Like, you know when you watch somebody who's played a game 100 times or lived the life? Uh, this is definitely someone who's done both.
Okay.
It's definitely up there. Like it's amazing, to say the least. Like he did it all in one sitting. Like made
Good
the whole
lord.
thing work in one go.
On the
It was just
starter
like, here
home,
we
right?
go.
He wasn't building
Yeah.
from scratch.
Oh yeah, on the starter home, but still, like just
Yeah,
okay,
that's
this goes here,
impressive.
this goes. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, what? So we're building ourselves a concrete something something,
Yeah.
right?
I'm gonna need more. More. Gonna need more.
Gonna need more.
Gonna need more.
Gonna need more and more.
Gonna probably need double what I ordered.
Probably yes. Still have a beer hand, but that's not really a problem.
No, it doesn't seem to be impeding my function at all. I think I've hit
Just
peak contractor.
you've hit it's peak Britain, right? You're just like, why is this not impacting me? It isn't. It's peak rural Britain. Like drinking isn't a problem until you run out.
Nope, she's not there. And she's at the bar.
Oh, you should just go there and order 20 pies and be the greatest pieman of the region.
If not Depcrete, then normal Pisscrete?
You could add a little piss in just for that artisanal edge,
Yeah.
I guess. You know.
Sometimes you have to. You've got to sign your work, right?
Oh, why? I know we can do better than this. That's why it hurts. You've had one pie.
I've had two. And it has refreshed me for another day of
So
staking out small foundations in a grid
and getting really drunk.
and getting really drunk.
You're like, well, I got so drunk that I got thrown out of the pub. Oh well. All right, so we have already the beginnings of a massive pile of things. Are you just gonna let it pile up in the road till no one can get down the road?
No, I'm having to clear the road because I don't think he'll come if it's full, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think he will, but I did have that one time on a stream where his vehicle was sitting there running its wheels, and
Yeah,
he just kept honking.
honked. Yes.
Yeah, he just honked and wouldn't leave, and I was like, "Please, I'm trying to sleep," and he just kept honking and staring. So Kindle VR asks, "What's some fun, embarrassing things to know about Australia?" What?
I
All right.
don't know. I'm not Australian.
Neither am I, but I could say that embarrassing things about Australia. They add O to the end of things. So instead of presentation, it's like prezzo, jabo. If it's the garbage man, it's the garbo. They do that a lot. I don't know why. They just
Please
do
buy
it.
a pallet jack. This hurts me greatly.
No.
There's pallet
No.
jacks?
Yeah, there are pallet jacks. You can move whole pallets of stuff. You know, if you wanted to. Now, if you don't want to, you don't have to. You can just continue to do things.
I'll
the
buy
way
one
you're
next
doing
time
them.
in town.
Are you sure you will? Because I
Probably.
don't think you're gonna. I think you're gonna just keep doing it the way you're doing it.
Now these frames show up under scaffolding. So I have to assume that they are in some way part of scaffolding. So I'm going to put them in a pile here until I figured out how to scaffold.
That's fair. I mean, I just already see the beginnings of what's going to be a very painful house. So tell me what are your housing what are your housing philosophies?
Square good, round bad.
Square good, round bad.
Uh-huh.
Having never lived in a round house, I guess I agree with you.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
It'll be fine. I wouldn't worry about it. I would worry about it a little bit actually. This is pretty difficult to look at already because I'm just seeing a collection of parts
They will
You're
make
like
a
the
hole.
you're like that kid that just pours all the Legos out on the carpet and stares at them, and the gears start turning, right?
There's a lot to be said for that method of construction. Yes. All right, I need more concrete frames. My hygiene's going up because I'm being rained on.
Ah, excellent, excellent. When you thought that showers were unnecessary, just let the rain do it. Just let the rain do it. Just when you thought just who needs showers? Who needs showers? The rain is God's shower.
Showers are for people who believe in systems.
I think I know what happened to that last house. Why that edge blew away was probably the low quality building materials that were used.
Oh, you think so?
Like they eroded, like a whole slab of concrete went missing.
Yeah, but it was one of the stronger pieces. I mean, it had like 200-ish psi as a rating.
200-ish. A stout rain ruined it.
It didn't rain, did it?
I don't know. Maybe someone pissed on it and it just dissolved.
No, it did rain, didn't it?
Yeah, it's England. It always rains. It's the natural state of England. Rain. I mean, England just rains. It does this. Oh God.
This is dumb that I have to do this way.
You could get a pallet jack.
Well, that's not the part that I'm angry about.
Oh, you mean laying out your thing?
Yeah, laying out the grid of foundations.
Yeah, it would be nice if you could just drag, but I'm just gonna watch what
Okay,
happens.
this is going to let me easily lay out my units.
I, oh no. I think you can only get a tenant at a time though.
Uh-huh, but they're gonna rent out all of the units.
So you're gonna just charge them the turbo premium of, what would
You're
be even
renting
more
out an
alarming?
entire apartment building, you're gonna pay entire apartment building prices.
That's an interesting theory. Now, what if you just made this really, really annoying? Like they get in the house, right? And in this house, for no reason whatsoever, it's just a big empty box. And the bed, the toilet, and everything are in a pile in the center. Just a big empty room. I call it the echo chamber.
Yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work.
This is the man with beer hand.
That's the
Near
man with beer hand.
permanent beer hand.
Oh,
my God.
there's my welfare.
Just make an enormous amount of money. Get back on welfare. I don't like it.
God.
I don't think God has anything to do with this house. I think this house is just not right. It already has bad bones. Not good bones, bad bones.
Help me, Step Solo, I'm stuck.
Oh my God. What have you done? Why are you stuck behind it? What? No. Please. Please don't do this.
Where did the bucket go?
What? You're lost in the dimension of no time and space looking for a bucket.
There's supposed to be a big bucket here, like that.
It went away, I guess. Deb, you may need to restart the game.
I think I need to restart the game. Nope. Oh, I got out, but my bucket is still missing.
Okay.
Oh, no, there it is. How do I get it down?
Please leave the bucket alone.
Can I steal this one? Okay.
Just common tacit acceptance. Okay.
Is there a reset tub button?
I don't know. Why is the tub in there?
Because I got stuck behind it.
I don't know how you do these things. This is a cognito hazard. Like, I have beer stuck to my hand. I need help.
It's the concrete one. I really need this bucket down.
All right. Night Owl says you need to restart the game. It will fix some of this. Some.
All right. We're going to the technical screen for a second. Be back.
We fucked up.
All right. This game has had enough of your shit.
It has. It's almost like we have bent space and time to our will.
Yeah, this is 100% a Harry Dubois moment.
It is. Help me, my bucket got stuck in space and time. I have a beer stuck to my hand. It's beer hand. I didn't mean for it to be there, but it is. All right. So beer hand came unstuck at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, look, you got some mail. They're like, please quit fucking up the construction site. That's what it should say. Like, please stop ruining my construction site. You're like, no. Your character just says resoundingly no. I want to do what I want to do.
I did it my way.
You're not wrong. You definitely did it your way.
Okay, now how do I get it into the bucket?
Ah, yes. Yes, the bucket.
Don't.
What? Don't. Don't do that.
Do I need my paint and mixing bucket? Do I need this bucket?
Oh. You need shovel.
I need shovel?
Shovel.
God, where the fuck is my shovel? Oh, Jesus Christ, it undid all that.
Oh no. Oh no. That's horrible. That sounds pretty annoying. I'm just gonna sit here and cry.
Please buy all the storage buckets each. Each hold 250 liters. Thank you for that first time chat, Spice Rabbit.
Yeah, the shovel is near the grave. You whipped it around there when you were drunk. Your character is Harry Dubois. Just, I'm alarmed that your character is allowed to do things unsupervised. Like, your guy seems like something that the local police wouldn't arrest, but out of pity. They'd just be like, oh, we need to take him home. He pissed himself again. He ate 4 pies and then got really mad and threw his shovel.
In the cement.
Yeah, it's dude, we keep telling him he's a landlord. We force vagrants to live in his house. This sounds like a very rough life. Oh my god. It's just Larry the town drunk. You're not wrong. Maybe maybe that chant might be right. That might be the game getting revenge.
Probably.
I mean, you kept bullying it, and it's like, I'll get you. I got your number. Mr. Train agrees. I agree, Mr. Train. This is an apocalypse.
Okay, there's something fucked up. We may have to end this save. Because it's saying I have no mix in here, but I've got 50 liters of something that isn't cement, aggregate, sand, or water.
Is it piss?
No.
Pour it out in the street. See if you can just pour it out. See if you can pour that piss out in the street. Please be piss.
It's not piss. It's what I shoveled in from the concrete silo. It should be standard concrete.
Are you sure it's not piss?
Certain. Alright, well, we'll hurry back and try again.
Oh my god. Standard pisscrete.
Game found your piss bucket.
Oh god. Maybe use the wheelbarrow? No. Yeah, now it says no mix. When you put it in there. That was weird.
And it won't let me put anything else in there, even though it's only 50 liters. What if I mix it?
Excellent.
Nope, still no mix.
No mix, no nothing.
Okay. But this is standard concrete, 3,000 psi, and I've taken 100 liters out of it. So it just disappears when I put it in the bucket.
We have created cognito hazards this Let's Play. Every single time we've touched something, it's broken.
Yeah?
Like, that's amazing, but also kind of fucked up. But also amazing.
My God.
I know. I find myself alarmed at how this has gone, but I could also say that I'm not surprised. I could see this being the norm. It's Schrodinger's piss crate.
Let's see if a little bit of glazed brick does it any good.
Are you just gonna throw things now? Have we reached that phase?
We've reached that phase. Did my foundations. The concrete is intangible. This pile of walls is expensive.
Chad is saying SCP WBPL 76.
It turns out the problem with Thatcher's Britain was poor programming. The game resists you.
Yeah, the game has had some moments where it's just like, no, please don't do that.
Don't use the mixer. You have to use a regular bucket. Okay.
Britain was coded in C++. I didn't know that. I did not know that. We're learning things every day here.
I have a 5-gallon bucket of wet concrete.
Excellent. 5 gallons of wet concrete. That's wonderful. Now what are we going to do with it?
Okay, that appears to be what I have to do.
You're pouring a lot of wet concrete in there. I mean, you're making it happen.
I am finally making it happen. Despite part of the form not being, tangible.
Or you have to use the shovel to beat that thing down. And make it smooth concrete, I guess. I'm not sure if that's something you're interested in, or if you want a little bit of texture to your floor. You're like, I like a textured floor. You're like, a textured floor is a handsome floor.
Am I really supposed to tamp it down?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
I never tamped down any of the walkway.
Yeah, you're supposed to. Yes.
Okay. Give me a sec, I will.
Yep, you're supposed to. You just left a rough floor this whole time. Like, people would come in and the heels of their shoes are gone. And you're like, suck it.
Didn't damp down the last house, and look how that worked out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it worked out. I mean, you made your money, so I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
I can't believe I made enough to retire off that one house.
this is nuts. This is not right. I mean, this is a house designed and built by madmen. Like, if you saw someone out there just literally pouring a bucket, like, your guy is a cognito hazard. He has a bucket that has 250 liters of concrete in it.
Yep. He just ran out and smacked the shovel like it owed him money on the concrete, and it just smoothed out like somebody with a master trowel experience.
Yeah, just smashed it a few times. Why not, right? Why wouldn't that be a thing?
That's everybody knows that's how you skim concrete. Skim coated is you beat it with a shovel.
Yeah.
Carries it like it weighs nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's an amazing character.
If pedestrians lose their shoe heels and start a sized business of selling used shoes.
Especially on that concrete. I mean, it'd be like using a crayon on something. It just wears it down that quick. You just lose a good chunk of your foot every time you step on the property.
Yep. And at the entrance, there's a cobbler.
Yeah, that's a 66-gallon bucket of concrete. Imagine that specific measurement. You like go down to Lowe's and they have the 5-gallon bucket and the 66-gallon bucket.
Oh, hold on. I wish I could just like throw the lid away. I don't need the lid. I've never needed the lid.
This is a madhouse. You just got that big gulp bucket of concrete, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, why not? Yeah, this guy is an SCP. Not one that's actually dangerous, just one that's like, the more you think about it, the less you like. You're just like, that's a problem, isn't it? It's like, don't worry about it. Just a funny
Hey,
random
there we
person.
go. Man, I really wish I could carry two things at once.
Two things at once.
Instead of having to ferry the shovel and the bucket back and forth
No.
in single use trips.
Why would you do that? That sounds madness. That sounds really crazy. You know? I mean, why would someone why? Why would someone allow that, right?
Don't know, couldn't tell you.
Allow you to carry multiple things
Yeah.
at the same time?
I understand why I gotta focus all my attention on the on the 66 pound or no, 66 gallon, so times what, 8 to 10 pounds per gallon is
That's
what
a lot.
water weighs.
That is a lot. That is a lot. Your character is like Superman, essentially. This is a horrifying amount of things to do.
Oh,
Also, your character, you're slowly fading. You're running. Oh,
how much money did he take?
he takes a chunk of your money.
Is it a percentage? I thought it was a flat fee.
It might be a percentage. Maybe that guy has to retire too. You know, like maybe that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to retire. He's trying to get a piece of that action, right?
Yeah.
Trying to get a sweet piece of that action, and your guy's the one that's gonna get in the way, I guess.
Goddamn right I am. I'll kneecap his ass with the shovel.
With the shovel? My God. Why don't you
Oh,
just build a
excuse me, I've
concrete?
got to take off the lid that auto goes on the bucket because
What if you
God
just
hates me.
What if you cask of Amontillato'd him? You know, just like sealed him up in his house with concrete.
That would be nice.
You should be able to free build. I wish this game had some Morrowind gameplay where they NPCs walk around and do stuff all day, so you could just wall this guy off in his house. That would be fantastic. You're just sitting there like, please, and you're like, no, pay the fine. Where's my money? Put it through the hole.
No fines, no release.
Oh my God. It sounds horrible. It also sounds like a Knife Fight City movie. No fines, no release. The story of one man, no pallet jack, and a 66-gallon bucket of concrete.
Yeah, that does sound KFC-ish.
Knife Fight City. And hello, Rimworld Herald. We're doing all right.
Pouring foundations.
Gotta pour them foundations. Gotta get them foundations poured. Just so we can get things right. This is gonna be bad. All right. So you're pouring these foundations out like a mad person does. Just, because they have it.
Yeah, as fast as they'll let me.
Yeah, which is, normal. This doesn't seem right, but it does seem fun.
Nothing more fun than pouring foundations.
Well, all right. There are a few things more fun than pouring foundations. Also, we're coming up on 204, which is where this thing gets wild. A stream for all of your life-breaking moments. You told me that if you had to build a house from scratch, you would do a really good job in this. So I need to see that happen.
I don't recall saying that.
You didn't. I'm just saying that out loud. It's called showcasing. I'm trying to make it seem like you're gonna do something really cool. I'm not saying you won't. I'm just saying it'll make people feel better. They'll be like, oh wow, this is really cool, right? They'll be like, oh, I'm gonna stick around and see that. I'm making a promise that you have to keep. This is the house that Pisscrete built.
A house, well, it's a house that Pisscrete paid for, certainly.
I'm a piss farmer. 204 is upon us, and yet nothing happened.
Is this one of those days?
It could be one of those days. New people are like, is 204 some lore I know nothing about?
Sort
and
of.
Yet we survive. That means that we need to build the house. This is gonna be pretty bad.
It's pretty funny to me that the thing that tires me out is not sprinting with a 66-gallon bucket of concrete back and forth. It's the shovel.
Oh, right. It's the shovel. Shovels are very heavy. Why? That's why when you go to the gym, they don't have weight sets. They have shovels.
Yes.
Yeah. And listen, new people, stick around long enough and you'll understand what 204 is. It happens sometimes on Mondays, more often than not.
I'd say we're about 3/4 happening and not.
That sounds reasonable. That sounds like a reasonable breakdown of happening to not. That's a very sane breakdown of a random event that keeps happening, but not really, but does, but maybe doesn't. But don't worry about it. But maybe worry about it. Now, if it keeps happening with your new computer, that's when I'd be a little weirded out.
Taking care of the bladder.
Are you just peeing into the thing of concrete?
Mm-hmm.
Just adding to that because why not? I mean, you know,
Done.
why not? Got to top off that pisscrete, of course.
No, it didn't get mixed, so it's just standard concrete.
With a piss glaze. With a fine mist of piss. I mean, why not?
It's like a breakfast cereal. You never know what's inside.
Don't say that. That's one thing that really bothers me is there is a percentage of like random things
Uh-huh.
that is allowed in most food.
Yep.
So they'll be like, "Oh yeah, how many locusts are in your breakfast cereal?" Answer: some.
More than 0.
More than 0. You're allowed to have some locusts. You're allowed to have some ants in your peanut butter.
As long as they're really finely mixed.
Michael says, "You shush. Locust is good protein, motherfucker. I know where you live, and I have an Amazon account. Do you want some locusts? I'll send you some." Metas Guardian says 3 horse anuses per English muffin max. That sounds a bit high. I mean, first of all, who's going around cutting off horse buttholes? That seems like an unpleasant job, you know? I mean, I know that jobs can be hard to get sometimes, but it sounds like a rough go.
It really does.
What do you do? Oh, I'm a horse harvester. It's like, why? Yeah, I didn't study in college. I don't like it. Oh yes, Amanda's Guardian's here, so Chad is right. All hail Griglak, son of Griglak. He has appeared. The elusive Manus Guardian who likes 4 games.
I was gonna say, now I feel like I've gotta try to be funny because Man's Guardian's here.
That's fair. Well, so is Diggs, and so is you. I mean, more than most of the Magistrata Mundanus is here. And then I'm like, all right, let's start the campaign, and I just take out a book and start running it. Oh. I've already started to write an outline. I've already started to write an outline to a sequel campaign, and it just picks up a few months later, and it's pretty dumb. Oh, it's pretty dumb. It's you characters are gonna walk into some fun stuff.
We're gonna wind up TPKing in like session 1.
I wrote the opening chapters entitled "The Consequences of Your Actions." that is the title of chapter 1. The consequences of your actions. You know what you did. You know what you did. You did a lot of it.
I did. We did a lot. We did a lot of things.
You did a lot of bad. I mean, I'm not trying to say you guys were bad people, but you certainly looked like them from time to time. There was a lot of very dangerous things done, just at random, and I'm not sure that it was like intended to be crazy, but it was. I mean, you made a hole in reality. That was a fun one. That was a whole dungeon you guys just sidestepped. You're like, what if we just blew it up?
Yep.
Just blow up a dungeon. Why not? This dungeon is lame.
So that campaign took place over what, like 2.5, 3 months
It wasn't a
in
long
game?
period of time. Yeah, it was not a long period of time in which you acted like insane people. Yeah, you guys are not you guys are there to you guys were basically I set you in the background of a coup.
Hmm.
And you didn't have to actually participate. You could have just kept your head down and things would have unfolded around you, and all you had to do was survive. But you guys just kept participating in stuff. So I was like, okay, I'll make this happen. Um, and then you guys really got into things. You were just like, this is fun. What if we broke stuff? A lot. Which is a fair way of doing things.
It
You
worked
can
out
just
in
go
the
around.
moment.
It worked out in the moment, right? I mean, I wouldn't say it was the best idea you've ever had, but it worked out in the moment. I can't disagree with that. Uh, you know, things happened. There was a lot of madness.
All right, I have to be very careful here because those three concrete slabs need a patent, but I don't want to pass out and have 10% of my money stolen again. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Primark pizza, grenade. Yep.
That is pretty much how that went. Yes. There was a lot of violence, and it wasn't terrible or unnecessary in all circumstances. I don't want to be that guy who complains and says, "Oh no, all they did was break things," but it was fun. Um,
We were rather violent.
you were exceptionally violent. Like there was an incredible state of unparalleled violence. It was fun. Events happened. There were fireworks. Crime got solved. I'll say that much. I mean, crime certainly went down. Your the players had that going for them.
Yes.
Yeah, Ricky's whistle. I will get the birds. That was kind of a problem, but also an amazing thing. I mean, it was a solution. We'll say that. The crew was certainly solution oriented, right?
It's
You,
one
you
way to
guys had
say
the
it.
you guys had the right ideas more often than not. I'm not saying that you didn't. I mean, there was a lot of crime went down. So, did you guys technically do the right thing? Sure. Sure, absolutely. I think that you guys did more or less the right thing more or less most of the time. In the 40K sense of right things because it is a very comic booky world.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no such thing as like really right or wrong or good guys. It's just like everything sucks and everyone wants to stab each other, and that's what it is. By the way, if anyone in chat is new and wants to join the Black Pants Legion public Discord, known as the Black Pants Legion Auxiliary, or the AUX fictionally by its members, hit exclamation point and Discord. There you go. See, there it goes. For anyone who's new who wants to check that out, there you go. A good place to hang out, much shit posting to be done. There's actually a lot of fun community things going on, and people hang out and shit post and have a good time, which is nice. It's quite nice. So, walk me through what we're building in the house, right?
Yes.
What are we doing?
Well, the grid did not remain, so I am having to now grid this out.
You're making look. Why don't I like the idea of giant creepy open house? I think that has some possibilities.
Or these are not.
So never mind that you're carrying. Go ahead.
These are shorter than the maximum size of the. Interesting.
Also, your character just has flies.
Uh-huh.
Right.
What about it?
There's it. Nothing. I'm glad you enjoy your flies.
They're for frog.
He is. It is for frog.
Pick that up in a second.
It's a more yeah, they're emotional support flies. Are you just whipping things around your slab? You're like, that goes there. I think the house should have one ominous window in the front, and that's it. It should just be one little one.
I thought you wanted me to do a good job.
I'm not saying you're okay. You know what? Fine. You do whatever job your heart desires. How's that? Whatever job your heart desires, I'm sure it will be a perfectly fine, acceptable job in every which way. And that nothing bad will happen. Nothing bad will happen. Surely. Surely.
I believe that is centered.
I think that this is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to get another beverage. And I'm going to watch this play out. This is going to end in terror.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so I'm back. Let's see what happens. What do we got?
So that's what floor number 1's gonna look like.
Floor number 1. So
Yeah.
you're just going to leave this alarming floor plan.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 2 windows up front.
Yep,
Got it.
flanking the door.
Yeah.
And above that, we'll probably do like one giant window. Maybe we'll do 2 giant windows on either side. My plan is for each tenement to have a window. You know, for fire escape reasons.
Fire escape reasons, not I need to abandon this house reasons.
Yeah. It's important it be up to fire code. Pat this down. That looks pretty... No, I didn't. Need me my shovel. Alright, so we're gonna need a lot more of these.
A lot more of these. I agree. I mean, here's the thing. You've already got a good start, and you could probably just put the walls up fairly quickly.
It's my hope. I'm eliminating any of the brick because fuck it, that's a pain in the ass. Yeah, this'll be quite large. Quite large.
Quite large. Yes. And think about how much money you can make.
We'll
The
make,
house that Piss built.
I'll make probably scores of dollars a day.
I would say you will probably make more than you think. By a lot.
Think so? I don't know.
Well, I mean, look at it this way. What's the worst that could happen?
I sell it to the council?
Exactly. And then it becomes their fucking problem,
Yeah.
right?
Pay my $22. You retire?
Yeah, you've got $22 to retirement. It sounds like a Trailer Park Boys movie.
That's a lot better financial position than I'll ever be in real life.
I don't think I'm ever gonna retire, because even if I had all the money, even if somebody came up to me and said, Tex, I have $18 bajillion and I will pay you to do nothing except for what you want, I would go get a job. I would be like, I need to work. I'm just hardwired to do it. I think most of chat's probably the same way. I think our whole generation kind of is.
Oh yeah.
I don't think we understand this whole like chill out thing. Because people are like, well, how could I be chill with things to do? There's shit to do. Who's gonna do it? And you know, the answer is nobody else. So, I mean, you got to do it. I'm not the only one who has problems relaxing, right?
No.
See, I knew I wasn't crazy. I know technically that's a different question. But I snuck through some tacit approval. It's all good. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, wow. Did you just pour it all out at once?
Mm-hmm.
You found
Somebody
it
in the
quicker
chat told me how to do that. It's nice.
way. Yeah, see, chat's better at games than we are.
100%.
We're very bad at games.
Hit the concrete button.
We're not great at games.
No, I'm awful.
All right, let's just pour that in there. Oh, so wow, now you're in fast mode.
Yep. Sanic fast.
I don't like the idea of your guy just running back and forth this quickly, just carrying buckets of concrete and yelling. Just like, ah! Your guy's gonna pass out, they're gonna take his money. Don't let him do that. You know what you need is you need to go into town to eat 12 pies. That will give you more energy. Then you can work longer.
I think I'm just gonna sleep.
Oh. I'm gonna say, then you should go to town and eat 12 pies. If you eat 12 pies, you know, you should be fine, mostly. Yeah, the calories make energy. Also, your character gets a gut if they eat a lot, which is hilarious. You just go over there and be like, give me 12 pies. She's like, what? And you're like, did I fucking stutter? And Soloxius, you're welcome. Thank you for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Your character's going to be like one of those children's math books. You know, it's like the working man eats 12 pies. How many pies are left? It's like, get back to work.
How do I get rid of this mortar mix? I know.
Your character is just going to run around like mad. Wild Yeen says that face when you break reality to build a house. Yeah. Yeah. We do that.
How do I dump this? Someone tell me.
Someone tell me. Do we go brick that lady into her shed? Is that what we do?
Dep, you have the lid on. Oh. Yep, that was the problem.
Oh my god.
Well, they said it was standard no fines, not weak no fines.
Well, the front door is weak, so in case you gotta beat the door down to get your money back. Alright, so look, you're just gonna fill it in with no fines, and if you need to get in there and break some legs, you can do that.
Mm-hmm. That's why I put windows on it.
Yeah, and so you can just bash that door down and be like, hey, give me that shit.
Right. Back to the no fines bucket.
This house is a wonderful house so far. So far. Just at the current, you know, at the current moment, it's fine.
Yeah. It's not in
Nothing
great shape
bad.
yet, but it's fine.
Nothing bad has happened at this point.
Actually, we're making pretty good progress.
Yeah, yeah, we are. I don't want to jinx it. That's why I've not said progress. I'm just saying, minor things. Oh, it's really okay. The house is fine. The house is acceptable. The house has walls?
I'm just worried it's going to be a little bit bland, you know?
I don't think it
It's all
will
the
be.
same color. It's all the same shade. It's
It's always that to
uniform.
me.
You know,
It's all it. I mean, to me, it's always going to be that. You're going to have to use your wonderful language skills to describe it for me.
well, now it's kind of beige. You know, it's going to be beige for the duration because they won't let me paint no fines.
Oh my god! Like it'll be fine.
That is the
It-
true landlord experience: is painting things that should not be painted. I feel like that was overlooked.
I think this will be fine. And the person laughing in the background was Mike. Mike does that.
He may even have been laughing at something we said.
I doubt it.
I
Mike would
doubt
just
it.
scream "why." He would scream "why" through the wall. You just hear "why." Opkier says, "This is fine. I work in construction. I see worse every day."
Oh no! Did he see the last house?
Don't bring it up. It let's not bring up that evil, right? We shouldn't. This is gonna be bad.
What do you mean? It's going well. It's a little bit tedious, yes. With my 66-gallon bucket of no fines.
That's amazing. You invented a new technology, the 66-gallon bucket.
That lid really annoys me. I have to imagine that it's there to annoy you.
I think it is. I think
Because, I
it's
mean, this
yeah.
is the same guy that did my summer car, right?
I want to say it's the guy who did Jalopy, I
Or
believe.
jalopy, yes.
Yeah. My summer car, I think, is a Finnish dude.
Alright, so that gives us an idea what this property's gonna look.
I saw the guy who I saw somebody speed run my summer car, and it was like 8 minutes to get the car running.
Good lord.
Yeah.
Oh, bucket's on. Lid's on.
Oh man, this is
This
gonna
is
be
riveting
great.
gameplay.
It is. It's riveting because people have seen us do worse, and they're like, "Wow." I mean, look, when it comes down to this house is the real test. You know why this house is the real test?
Why?
Because now you have unlimited resources.
Nearly.
So what are you going to put in there? In an ideal world, right? What are you going to put in there?
The bare minimum.
The It sounds really austere and terrible. Then you're going to retire and be like, "I did it. I built 2 houses."
I said it was a tenement, right?
You're just going to make this yet again another horrifying statement on places you've lived.
Yeah.
Please put the toilet anywhere else in the kitchen.
Anywhere else in the kitchen or but the
No,
kitchen?
I meant to say but. Please don't just hear what you want to hear.
Oh no, there's going to be a communal bathroom for
A communal bathroom.
uh-huh.
Oh my
And it's
god.
on the third floor.
Why? You're doing like 1890s tenement. Yeah, community shitting starts at 2:04 p.m. That doesn't sound good. I don't like this house anymore.
How many floors will it let me do? Does anybody know? Is there a max? Can I
I've
just
seen
keep building like the Winchester house?
Please don't. That would be alarming. And I've seen multiple floors in this. I know you can do multiple. I know
Okay.
multiple floors is definitely okay.
We're going to be doing a lot of no finds.
You're just gonna fill this whole house up with, like, oh, it's stiff breeze will blow that weak no finds over.
No, it won't. Besides, this is standard no finds.
Oh, I thought it was weak no finds.
Yeah, that's what it was saying at first.
Time to save a couple of dollars.
But, yeah, no, it appears to now appropriately call it standard no finds. Oh, it's weak when I first am putting it on. Then it becomes standard when I finish the wall. There we go. See?
I see.
$20 energy. Time. Oh, she's closed already. God, that's fast. Come on. Me. Thank you.
Just running back and forth with buckets. This house is not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There, I said it. I said that. Those are the words I said out loud.
You did say that.
Are you going to now make it worse just
No, I need to order more walls.
Ah, yes. Go down to the wall store. More walls, please. This is Six Flags under Yorkshire.
Yeah, no, I'm going for the Tropico style tenant.
Ah, all right. That's expected. I think
If that gives you a good idea of what my goal is.
it does. It does. It puts it in perspective. The Tropico feels. The good old Tropico feels. I think that this is house trademark. I mean, it's not a bad house. It's a house.
It's a shoot house. Make the bathroom just have a door frame, no door in view of a barracks bedroom. Yep.
It looks like a shoot house. I didn't want to say that, but it does. It does look like a shoot house.
Well, you know, maybe we were preparing our brave soldiers to shoot up tenements. We never thought about that.
No, we didn't. That's what it is, I guess. We decided to just, make things the way they are. Decided to make a house that is just different in every which way. So the blue gentleman says, I would put a window to the living room to the toilet so you can always know if someone is there and not have to be awkward knock. I don't know. I think that this is all Very much the same madness. All right, so are you just gonna take those? No, eat a pie. Don't
I
just eat the
did.
little snacks.
I ate a pie and 2 snacks, and then I filled up on snacks in my work pouch.
You got to take your tactical work pouch to work,
Mm-hmm.
so you can sit there. I
Got
mean, you should have
Molly on it.
you should have a pint at least. I mean, not enough to get drunk hand, obviously. Please don't.
No,
But
no, yo ho ho, and a bottle of rum.
yeah, drink 4 bottles of rum and try to finish the house. That sounds like an any percent speed run. I mean, that sounds like a really bad time, doesn't it?
That does.
Like, let's before we do construction, we each drink a bottle of rum. Why?
Because America.
Imagine a British person saying that. Because America. You're like, what?
Well, I'm sure we are the reason that Britons drink sometimes.
Well, that's their fault. They shouldn't pay attention to what we're doing. Comparison is the thief of joy. They shouldn't fuck with us. We're crazy. They should know that.
All right.
All right. I think this is like an amazing house, all things considered.
We're doing okay so far. It kind of gets to me that, you know, it costs the same to bridge that little 2 slot gap as it does to do a 6 or 8 slot wall, but whatever. It also irritates me that that one was 3 and this one was 2.
It'll be all right, mostly.
Makes me wonder where I lost my symmetry at. Is all.
That's a good question. I mean, symmetry is really overrated.
All right.
Don't
now-
worry about it. I wouldn't. I don't look for symmetry in a house. I'm like, does the door close? Does it stay closed? Yep, that's a house. Good enough.
All right, we're going with the anti-burglar windows on the back here, since it's facing away from the road.
Anti-burglar windows, you say?
Uh-huh. Tall and skinny. Well, high up and narrow, I suppose. Better way to put it.
Just hard to put things out of.
Yes. Hard to put things out of, hard to get in of, you know. Yep. Fucked that one up.
I wouldn't really let that be a problem. I
Oh
mean,
no,
things
that one
happen.
will be a problem. You gotta fix it.
How do you know? It might not be a problem.
Yeah, that one would have been a problem.
Doesn't have to be a problem.
I would
It
have
could
had
be
to do
exciting.
bricks. That would have been a problem.
Oh, all right. I'm just saying it could have been exciting and different. You know? You don't have to say it's a problem. You just say, like, think of the opportunities. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Someone suggested the whole back wall could be glass brick. That would be alarming. Like, you go into the house and there's just this glass brick wall. You end
Yeah.
up with, like, the sun hits it and the whole room just starts sweating.
You're right. That would be alarming. Boom. There we go. Look at that. It gave me a roof.
That's amazing. You're a genius. You're an absolute peerless genius. You have a wonderful home.
What a wonderful home you have. You
Think
know,
anything should break.
I said that I was going to pick up a pallet jack next time I went to town, and I didn't.
It's all
Terrible
right.
at this.
We finished the house. I mean, we no one thought we were gonna finish the first house, so I mean, we did some things right, right?
We did.
Against all good reason.
That is starting to get into the road. My pile of scaffolding.
What about the whole house being glass brick?
God, if it weren't such a pain in the ass to do brick in this game, I absolutely would be doing like glass brick accents and stuff, but it is just so painful. Because that's like the classic British thing is a brick building, a brick like 2 or 3 level, 5 or 6 sublet building, right?
I think so, yeah.
Where's my bucket?
I think that this house is just reasonable. So far, it's reasonable. I'm trying not to pronounce too many things on the house because I'm kind of worried to see where it goes.
Okay, fair
Um,
enough.
I mean, we've broken the game before. We've had made a few like cognito hazards along the way. So I think it's fair to say that we we do expect fully some of our accidents to become rather alarming, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I'm just saying that we have made an oopsie doodle or 50.
On occasion.
This is kind of what we do. I mean, I'm not saying that
Can you
I could
buy
do any.
multiple buckets?
Can you buy multiple buckets?
Yeah, multiple of these storage buckets.
I don't see why not.
I know that, like, at Lowe's or Home Depot you could. I
That's
wonder how
that's
many I could fit in a wheelbarrow for one trip.
oh. Are you saying you're gonna buy a bunch of buckets?
Fill them all.
Okay.
Put them in the
Spice Rabbit
wheelbarrow.
says you can have 10. So you're gonna go around with like a cement truck full of buckets.
That does sound like something I would do, yes. Doesn't it?
I'm not gonna say anything, but I'm already seeing like disasters. But hey, let's just see what happens, right? Let's just see what happens. I'm sure we won't regret anything we do here. I'm sure that the giant pile of bucket will be just fine. That's a good question. Um, is the back door a requirement or just a luxury?
That's a good question. That's a really good question. 'Cause I didn't put a back door on.
Yeah, next question. That sounds like someone else's question, really. Excellent question. Next question, please.
The answer is, I don't know. I'll check real fast, though. Once I am out of energy and have to go to sleep here in a little bit.
He's a CP boy.
Why is it not letting me... It's saying that I'm like 5 short a bunch of these. Is it because I can't see it from the outside? Yes.
It's a good question. You've got this house that's going up alarmingly well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, notice I said alarmingly well, right? So, I'm not saying that I expect the worst. I don't. I've seen the worst, and we both know that it can happen.
Yes.
All right. So I just, as long as you understand, I'm not crazy. I just, well, not in that way, but yeah, it
All right. I think I am off to town tomorrow.
off to town.
Yep.
What are you gonna do in town?
Buy 9 buckets.
Buy 9 buckets.
660 gallons of no fines in one wheelbarrow trip.
I don't like where this is going. We started in a crazy place, but this is starting to get a little alarming. I mean, I get it. I understand we have to move to excess, don't we?
We're going to be doing so much no fines work that I think it's worth having many buckets.
I agree. The house that no fines built. I'm fine with it.
If the room has an exterior wall, like to the outside, it needs 1 door to the outside.
Well, now you're running at a dead sprint down the road.
With a wheelbarrow. In the rain.
With a wheelbarrow, yeah. I don't know what Mike's yelling. I'll have to watch that stream later.
Yeah.
Sometimes he yells shit, and then I hear, occasional things, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Okay, we're gonna buy Tex Murphy and the Tesla effect. That's fine. He likes FMV. That makes sense. That's fine.
Okay, I guess it wants me to start moving the buckets before it will let me.
And he's like, please don't what? Please don't cause effects on my store that break time and space. Does it have a picture of you that says no? Like, that's outrageous.
It sounds like me.
He's trying not to look at you. My God. So we've been streaming for 2 hours and 55 minutes. When are we supposed to be off the air?
A minute ago.
Oh, shit.
All right. So I'm glad I
just looked over.
Yeah, we'll call this good.
All right.
We'll catch y'all later.
Next up should be Quish's Cooking on the Rim.
Yep.
Next time around, we'll actually build a house. Good God. Thank you guys for tuning in.
See ya.
All right, later.